Welcome to Tabletop Battle Adventures, D-Day, 0900 hours, turn 18, part 1. For the details, you have to go back and watch the introduction video for this turn. This is Carentan. 2 bridges leading into Carentan, objectives for both US and German forces. Also the river lock leading into, or here in Carentan, is objective as well, and it is open and is flooding these green fields. Infantry advance, no run, and no vehicles. Brown fields, normal movement. Really great fight. Over on Omaha Beach, Germans still defending and in the fight. Before we get to the first dice of this turn, we have 2 potential artillery strikes coming in. One called in here on this wounded soldier. It's called in by the 916th Grenadiers 2nd Platoon Commander. And then the following artillery strike will be called in here on the M4 Sherman with the dozer blade on the front. And that was called in by the 116th Infantry Forward Observer Team on a failed orders test with a FUBAR. The 2nd Rangers in a bit of trouble over here. A lot of wounded, so 4 wounded soldiers. And that's 1st Platoon, actually, that's in a bunch of trouble here. And then 2nd Platoon's had it lighter on this side here. Rangers heavy weapons in the middle, plus the 116th 1st Squad, and 116th 2nd Squad, and 116th 3rd Squad. And then their heavy weapons on the far left flank. Now I think we'll start off with this artillery strike. We'll see if it's going to come in. Okay, after reading through the rules for artillery barrage, I think when this 116th Infantry Forward Observer team failed with the FUBAR, they should have fired with their rifles, not called an artillery strike. So since there's no one they can, I guess they can fire at the, there's no one they can really fire at that's within 12 inches. They have no line of sight on, say, these soldiers here or here. They won't be able to shoot through that 1st Platoon tank there. So, yeah, we're going to wave off this 116th artillery strike. I think that I made a mistake. Okay, but we will roll over here for this artillery strike that the Germans called in. The German 1st Lieutenant, the platoon commander for 2nd Platoon of the 916th Grenadiers, that's who called in the strike. Alright, 4 up, and the artillery strike's coming in. Oh, it's leaning, of course. Alright, re-rolling. A 2. No, they fail. The artillery strike does not come in. And move it 12 inches. that fail, the 916th platoon commander, he's going to go ahead and lift that artillery strike, and maybe we'll call it in on a different location. Maybe even over in the hedgerows instead. All right, we're going to have for ambush roll-off. Green dice is U.S., brown dice German. U.S. ambush. For the U.S. forces, Sergeant Jory is on ambush here in the hedgerows. He's a sniper. And also Sergeant Caleb, the sniper, is on ambush. Both soldiers from the 506th. Besides those two snipers on ambush, we have .506 3rd Squad Assistant Leader Sergeant Brandon on ambush. You might want to get this bazooka soldier to fire off a round. Also, we have 3rd Squad Leader Sergeant Jake McNeese on ambush. That's on the hedgerows. Over on Omaha Beach, we have the 116th Infantry's sniper on ambush here. The other 116th sniper on ambush here. 2nd Rangers, 2nd Platoon sniper, and 1st Platoon sniper. Of all the ambushes, I think we'll go ahead and spring Sergeant Jory's ambush first, since Sergeant Travis's M8 Greyhound scout car is facing off against 100th Panzer's 1st Lieutenant Eulander's Puma. I think we want the first shot in this showdown. So Sergeant Jory springs his ambush. From where he's at, I'm not sure I don't think he has a shot. So he's going to advance from his ambush. But first he's going to order the open-topped for one side. One reason to have is a good reason to have an open top, so you can receive orders when you're facing down a Puma. So he's going to order the Puma to fire. I mean, yes, he's going to order Sergeant Travis to fire. The Puma is 50% covered by the hedgerow, but he will still be, and he'll be hitting front armor. And so he's going to need just a 4. We're going to reduce that hard cover to soft cover for a HE weapon. So 4 up to hit the Puma. Can he pull it off? Ooh, he gets the hit. All right, he lands a direct hit. Now it's a light AT weapon, +4 against 9 armor. I run all my armor at a +1. For example, the half tracks, instead of a 7 would be an 8. And so this is normally an 8, the Puma, so it'll be a 9. So 4 against a 9 armor. Oh, so it's just going to ricochet off. Sergeant Jory is going to move 4 inches up through the hedgerow and pick up those 2 grenades left by the 1st MMG team that was exploded with the artillery barrage. And Sergeant Jory is in a great position now to open fire next turn. And he won't open fire this turn because he'll be shooting as a regular rifleman because he moved. Also, hedgerows do block line of sight, except for hedgerows along the walls. Those are just low bushes, don't block line of sight. So Sergeant Joy is going to do some serious damage from this position next turn. Oh, he has grenades, though. Yeah, but he used his action to pick up the grenades rather than throw a grenade. Okay. And that's... Oh, you know what? Sergeant Travis can also give out an order. How many pins does the 57mm AT gun have? They have 2 pin markers. I think they might take a shot right now as well if they can pass it. Yeah, Sergeant Travis he has give out an order dice to the 57mm AT gun crew and order them to fire on the Puma as well. The crew has 2 pin markers, but they have the 506th platoon leader, First Lieutenant Corey, right next to them. That's going to give them 2 plus Sergeant Travis, so they're good. They're going to test it at 10 and under for this orders test. They pass. Even if I re-roll, it's actually leaning, but regardless of which way it goes, they're still going to pass. Even if I re-roll and it's a 6, so. Actually, I thought about moving them. The 6 Fallschirm Jaegers medium mortar is hitting the 57mm gun crew on a 5 this turn. So I was thinking about moving, but I think this Puma is a pretty big threat. Let's knock it out if we can. So it's going to be a... Now, the 57mm gun crew, the Puma does not have any cover from their angle. So it's going to be a 3, and then it'll be a 4 because of the pin marker. But that's it. So actually hitting on a 4 up here. The Puma will not recce. I want to fire back if possible with the Puma. Since the Puma, the Germans have been completely knocked off. Their left flank, or the Germans' right flank, has been wiped out. It's clear all the way up here because of the hedgerows blocking line of sight. The only spot that the left flank attack here, going for the left bridge into Carentan and also for the river lock. There's really nothing to stop them from getting all the way up there, getting into some cover. Anyways, 57mm AT gun on a 4 up. Oh, they get the hit. Okay, so penetrate. Actually, so it's a plus 5. That's a medium AT weapon. So plus 5 against a 9 armor. Just ricochets off. Oh no, the Puma is gonna take a anything else. I don't have a bazooka over here. Oh shoot, the Puma's gonna get to fire back. Yikes. Next ambush roll off. US win again. 3rd squad leader Sergeant Jake McNeese is gonna spring his ambush. He's gonna receive from ambush an advance order. He's gonna work his way forward, I think. However, he is a NCO sergeant. He's gonna give out an order dice to, if he's in range of the flamethrower team, because I think that this 1058 Grenadiers 2nd Section LMG gunner, I think that they may be within 4 inches of each other. I haven't measured, but if that's the case, once the Germans get a dice, this soldier might be able to destroy the flamethrower unit, which we don't want. So I think we are going to go ahead and act first. I don't want to give away the position of the flamethrower team, so I think we'll throw their grenade instead of using the flamethrower. That way we'll still remain hidden if we land the grenade toss. So then, yeah, let's make our move. Gotta break these Germans' defenses here. It's pretty strong. But if we can, get over here and destroy these bridges before turn 24 when a full company from Panzer Lehr arrives on the far side of Carentan, works their way through the town, cross the bridges, and then run right over the top of the 506th and head straight over toward the beaches, push the Allies back into the ocean. One company looks pretty terrifying. Flamethrower team's going to act first. They have 1 grenade left. The green D6s are grenades held by the US forces, and brown D6s are grenades held by the Germans. And soldiers die, like these Germans that were ambushed early in the fight. Their grenades stay by their bodies until someone picks them up to use them. Alright, so we're going to be hitting this grenade toss is going to be a 3, 2 for close range, or point blank range. And then single man 3, soft cover 4. So on 4 up, he lands this grenade on target. Ooh, miss. Need to roll a 1d6 and a scatter dice. See where that grenade's gonna land. Just barely overthrows. Just misses. Now the Sergeant Jake McNeese, he's gonna advance from his ambush, and he's gonna flank this German. I think we have to expose. I don't have any grenades for the. If I walk up and take a grenade from a soldier, then that'll be my action. I won't be able to throw it. So with no grenades, I think I'm going to finally expose this guy's position and open fire, because I don't want to lose my flamethrower team. I'd rather lose the single soldier than the flamethrower team. And this soldier almost certainly can spot the flamethrower team. Oh, they don't have a grenade. Alright, Sergeant's going to open fire. It's going to be hitting on 3. Close range 2. Single man 3. Hard cover 5s. Oh. Alright, see if we can take this guy out. Oh, we get a hit. Nice. That brings the LMG gunner to 2 pins. He is not an NCO. For the Germans, NCOs and officers, they die on 6s, wounded on 5s. For all other soldiers, US and German, they die on 5s and 6s as regulars and are wounded on 4s. So this soldier's a regular. So he'll be dead on a 5 up, wounded on a 4. Hell yeah. Good shooting. But now the 3rd squad leader, Sergeant Jake McNeese, his position is exposed, and we've got a lot of Germans here who will be seeking revenge. That German was only one of 3 remaining 2nd section soldiers for the 1058 Grenadiers. The other 2 were on ambush here with 4 grenades. Then he saves the flamethrower team for now. Flamethrower team will be hidden because the German did not act before he was killed. We need another ambush roll-off. U.S. forces keep the initiative. 3 ambushes in a row. Next ambush. 506, 3rd Squad, Assistant Leader Sergeant Brandon on ambush. I'm thinking he's within 6 inches of Colonel Sink, commander of the 506th here with his radio operator. And I don't know, that looks like he might not be close enough. So I'm going to go from ambush. He's going to get an advance order, and then I'm going to measure if he's already 6 inches, he'll go ahead and order the colonel, and the colonel can then activate his, I think, 4 dice. And then if he's not in range, I'll have to advance him backwards till he's 6 inches. Sergeant Brandon was within 6 inches of Colonel Sink, so he will order the colonel to fire. And Sergeant Brandon's going to advance, but I'm not sure if he's going to come backwards or if he's going to go up and join the 506 medic closer here to the front. I definitely don't think he's going to open. He might open fire. Let's see. But first he's going to give Colonel Sink his order dice. He has 4 orders to give out now. And also Platoon Commander Captain Carey, platoon captain, he's also right here in range. So you might even give him an order and push this whole side forward here. Relaying messages down the line. While we have the initiative, this might be our chance to break these guys. Speaking of, the colonel is going to radio over to the light mortar and have them fire, hitting on a 5. The LMG team. LMG team, they will not go down. I am hoping to fire and kill 3rd Squad leader slow down these U.S. forces. So we're looking for a 5 up. That's definitely leaning. Reroll. Not rerolling. Ooh, miss. It'll be 2d6 and a scatter dice. Where's that 2-inch HE mortar gonna land? Okay, it's coming this way. 7 inches. I think it's gonna land safely. Kill some corn. No one's hit. Light mortar team will be hitting on a 4 next time. Colonel Sink's second order dice. His radio operator will radio over to the medium mortar, who's going to be hitting their target on a 5. And they are aiming for Sergeant Ronald's half track. Looking for a 5 up. Miss. 2d6 and a scatter dice. Gonna land in the road. Overshot. Overshoots the target. They'll be hitting on a 4 next turn. Colonel Sink's third order dice is gonna be given to the second bazooka gunner. And he has 1 pin marker. He's gonna put him on ambush, because that way if Sergeant Ronald gets brave and tries to assault the flamethrower team or anyone in this, if he goes straight forward, can't stop him. Maybe he should advance him, but I don't think he would be able to fire. He can only go 4 inches through the hedgerow, so the only way to fire is if I jump out in the road and fire. That doesn't seem very wise. But if I go in ambush, at least he can protect. I thought about shooting this direction too. You gotta move forward first, and he could hit that puma on the side, maybe. Pretty far shot though, or hit the Sergeant Gerald's half track. But probably need to knock out Sergeant Ronald's half track if possible. So advance, but won't be able to shoot this turn. Seems pretty risky. Maybe go on ambush and then advance from ambush right before the turn ends. After this, Sergeant Ronald has taken his turn. Yeah, so we'll go on ambush. He's going to have to pass an orders test, 10 and under. He passes. Get rid of that pin marker. Alright, there we go. Now we've got a little bit of a surprise waiting for Sergeant Ronald if he gets brave. Tries to push forward. And now Colonel Sink has 1 dice left. He's going to give that dice to platoon commander of the 506 platoon, Captain Carey. And he'll receive an advance order. On second thought, Captain Carey is actually going to receive a fire order. He's going to have his radio operator call in a artillery strike on yeah, but that's pretty close to our own troops. Think about it. Can we either call it in here, break this position up, or here? Tough choice. We're going to call in an airstrike. That way we can place the markers for the plane around this area, put pin markers on this group, and then hopefully the airstrike can wipe out these soldiers here. So we'll call the airstrike in right on top of 6th Fallschirmjäger, 1st Section Assistant Leader. Need an airstrike. These coordinates. Next turn. Ooh, tough decision to make now. Stick around or run. And, we still have 1 more action over here. Now, Platoon Commander Captain Carey will not be able to give out his usual 3 order dice because he's acting as a forward observer, calling in the airstrike. So that means we are over to Sergeant Brandon. The airstrike coming in, he's safe. He might take some pin markers, but he's going to be safe over this way. So I might. So these guys open. If I give him his position away, these guys will be hitting him on the 3s, single man 4s, hardcover 6s. Ooh, I don't think we want to put Sergeant Brandon in that danger. Wish I could get a grenade. Have him pick up a grenade. I don't see any grenades that aren't in the road. Oh, he could take the grenades. You know what? Sergeant Brandon's going to advance backwards 2 inches or so, and he's going to grab the 2 grenades from the second bazooka gunner who's on ambush. Alright, Sergeant Brandon's got the 2 grenades now, and that'll be his action for after his advance. I was pretty worried after, not really worried, but I was thinking that Sergeant Jake McNeese, 3rd Squad Leader, was going to get killed because of giving his position away, killing that German. But now, if these guys stick around, they're going to have an airstrike coming in. I want to get out of here. Which would really be great. It would allow the 506 to push further. I think it's time for another ambush roll-off. Next ambush roll-off. Germans take the initiative. German ambush, 6 Fallschirmjäger, sniper, Sergeant Neiman. He is in the left window. And he is going to I think he has a shot all the way down the road. So he'll be able to see over the walls through here. I'll get a line of sight from the gun. I'm thinking, since it's over the wall, yep, both windows. Okay, so the sniper's in the right window. So the sniper's going to open fire on this. See, all the other 506 soldiers are hidden in the hedgerows currently. And this, because the left window, so the sniper is in the right window, but the left window opened fire on this M5 3-inch AT gun last turn. It's a LMG team, 3rd section of the 6th Fallschirmjäger. So their position is known. So these guys could blow them up right now. So I think we better try to pick off a soldier with a sniper. So he's going to need a 3. Oh, misses. Do they spot the sniper's position on a 6? Nope. Next turn, the sniper fires from the same location. He'll be spotted on a 5. And Sergeant Neiman's going to order the 3rd section LMG team from 6 Fallschirmjäger to advance out of that window before they get blown up. The sniper might get blown up, but let's move that LMG team out of danger. All right. They're out of harm's way. Sniper, on the other hand, uh-oh. And I thought about firing with the LMG team to also try to take out the M5 or M5 3-inch AT gun down the road, but he would need 7s, so it's not even worth a try. All right, next ambush roll off. Tie. U.S. Sergeant Caleb, sniper for the 506. He's going to spring his ambush, and he's going to fire at 1058 Grenadiers, 1st Section Leader, Sergeant Michael. He was positioned here last turn, and he ran over and jumped the wall, so he'll be able to shoot him right over the top of Sergeant Garrel's half track. And he's an NCO. He'll also be giving out an order dice to the second squad soldier to his left, center screen, with the BAR. But he has 2 grenades, so I think we're gonna try to toss a grenade in the back of Sergeant Carroll's half-track. But first, the sniper shot, needing a 3 up. Gets the hit. And he's an NCO, so he'll be dying on a 6, wounded on a 5. Just a pin. And Sergeant Caleb will be spotted on a roll of a 6. It's his first shot from that position. Oh, he's spotted. Yikes. And inside of this 1058 Grenadiers headquarters, far left, right window, as looking at the complex, there's an LMG team. In the center window, there's a 1058 Grenadiers sniper. And also, Sergeant Gerald's half-track, but he's got 5 pin markers, so he's not doing much. Sergeant Caleb also ordered the second squad soldier with the BAR to advance, and he's just going to move maybe like an inch toward Sergeant Gerald's half-track and then throw a grenade. All right, he's thrown this grenade. He's going to need a 3, close range 2, movement 3, and the hard cover will make it a 4. So 4 up. So make sure that's 3, movement 4, close range 3, and the hard cover will make it a 4. I'm only doing -1 for the hard cover because he's throwing it up and inside of the half track, not throwing it straight at it. So 4 up to land this grenade. Gets it. Nice. Okay, so it's going to be a +2 for penetration, and then open top +3, and top armor +4. So +4 against an 8 armored vehicle. Ooh, all right. So that would be, he's going to take D3 pins. That's superficial damage, 8 against 8, but he'll take D3 pins. Ooh, 3 pins. That'll bring him up to 8 pins. And a normal -3 on the damage result table will be a -2 because of the open topped. So -2 damage results. He's on fire. Sergeant Gerald's half-track catches on fire. And he's got 9 pins, so only on a Snake Eyes 1-1 is he going to be able to pass this morale check. He fails. What a great grenade toss. Sergeant Gerald's half-track is knocked out. He put up a heck of a fight, though. He's been in the fight since the battle kicked off, and he took a lot of grenade hits. But not this time. Second squad soldier still hidden because he threw a grenade. Excellent. Next ambush roll off. US. I'm gonna call it a night here. Next time, about 3 nights from now, be a US ambush. Seems a perfect spot to call it a night. That was epic. The US was unable to knock out First Lieutenant Eulander's Puma. Too bad they didn't knock the Puma out and Sergeant Gerald's half-track, but at least they got one. And they even had a chance to take out Sergeant Ronald's half-track. And still could. The second bazooka gunner could jump out in the road and take a wild shot. Fantastic. Make it over to Omaha Beach tonight. Lots of action still. 0900 hours, turn 18. A lot of ambushes still to address. Thank the dice that artillery strike didn't come in. Good night. Thanks for watching.